Welcome to our session on the prompts panel in the primary care sidebar. My name is Matthias, I work for RFCGP Oxygen, and I will show you today how you can use prompts which link our clinical audit tool with the sidebar and also link a report or a search that you've done in the clinical audit tool to the live presentation of a client. So rather than having to create recall letters and long lists of names that need to be called, if you create prompts in clinical audit and use sidebar, you will have that link between the search options in the clinical audit tool and as those patients you identified there present. For those of you who are not familiar with the clinical audit tool, it's a very powerful search tool that analyzes or can analyze your clinical data. There's a number or large number of reports, and there's also filters where you can narrow down the population to those people of interest. The whole scope is a bit outside this session here, so I will just show you an example for prompts, and yeah, that should give you an idea of how it works. Now, the individual searches and reports, there is so many different varieties on there, we don't have the time to cover all of that in this session. So I've just done my population is the 29 people in my medical director sample database. 23 of those have no recorded allergy status, which I'm sure you're all aware is not a good thing. So what I want to do is create a prompt as these 23 people present, that we get a targeted little message there asking each of the clinicians in the clinic, please update the allergy status for those 23 people. In clinical audit tool, if you have a graph with any of the individual reports on there, double clicking on the area of interest, in this case the 23 people without a allergy status recorded, will produce a list of their names. The last column will show what you clicked on, in this case not recorded allergies. And you have the option here at the bottom to create a prompt. So clicking on go, number of options there. When should the prompt occur? So at the next consult we'll leave that, and I'll just put in here, please update allergy status. Yeah. All you need to do now is click on OK. I've already set this prompt up before, so we'll just leave it as it is. I'll just cancel here and click on OK there. Now that's the part in the clinical audit tool to create the prompts. Now as these patients that we identified here present, and I'll just bring someone up here, Julie Andrews is one of them. So I'll open up her record, and as you can see, sidebar is recognizing her, and there's two things that happen. A bubble will come up at the bottom right telling you to please update her allergy status, and the text is also displayed in the prompts panel. So in other words, what it gives you is customized prompts. You do not have to rely on the generic prompts that look at age, gender and ethnicity built into MD or other tools that just come up as you open the individual patient file, but rather you can use the search functions of clinical audit tool to identify people that are of interest to you or your clinic, because they might be at risk because they haven't been diagnosed, they haven't had health checks done, they're overdue for certain pathology tests. Whatever you choose to search for, you can then create a customized prompt that will come up. You decide what text is in there and who will receive the prompt based on your search in the tool. So this is a very powerful tool in terms of interacting with different information systems, pulling information out in one hand using the clinical audit tool, but then linking your findings and your targeted searches to the patients that you found as they present, because that's what sidebar does then. Once the prompt is displayed, you can or you should action it. Three options there: you can complete, cancel or reschedule. If you choose to complete, it will just say make sure you update your patient record, because if we don't put an allergy in there, then Julie will come up again in the next search. So I'll just say yes, the prompt will go away. It will, however, stay in the prompt history, so you can see that when it was created, when it was acted on. We're just clicking on OK now. And I will update her allergy status too. So we're adding an allergy there, and we just say she's allergic to penicillins. And we'll just leave it at that and save. So we've updated her allergy status, and the next time the same search is done in the clinical audit tool, there will be only 22 people in here, not 23 as now. The prompts panel, as I mentioned, has a history button there. There's a configuration button that is nothing else you can configure, and if you click on the question mark, as with all our other panels, it will get you to the website with our user guides. Again, there's a quick reference guide, a couple of pages, and there's the full user guide for the clinical audit tool prompts. Thank you for taking the time to watch this little video clip. We hope this will assist you in using the primary care sidebar. Should you have any other questions or need help, please contact the RICGP Oxygen help desk on our free call number 1-800-257-053. Thank you.